curtain, go to bed. Hush the voices in my head. Trouble gently disappears from view. I lay beside you in the dark with just the beating of your heart. I know the best of me is here with you.
So with the best of me, thinking about the past results in anxiety. Thinking about the future results in worry. Whereas a song like this is all about being present. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it is. There's a bit of looking back on this song and working out how to use the past to your advantage in order to be as present as possible. Yeah, this song is about trying to be present in a relationship and trying not to drift off into introspection and bad habits, of which I have many. It was interesting. This was another co-writing experience. Last time I was on tour in the US, I drove from Asheville, Carolina, to Nashville, Tennessee. And I stopped off to have lunch with Sarah Siskind, the brilliant American kind of country songwriter. And we wrote Eye to Eye, and we wrote this. And again, both songs became extremely relevant the following year when the pandemic happened, and there was so much going on that this song had managed to capture 6 months ahead of its time. It was really strange, but I went in there with that verse, the first verse. A funny thing has happened to me lately. The things I used to do just seem to pain me. The work I did to feel invigorated escapes me when she walks into the room. And it is about, realizing that there's something in your life that is maybe worth focusing on more than what you had before, Trying to split your attention and be present in each moment is kind of the hardest. I'm finding it's the hardest part of being in a relationship and being a musician and trying to do the best job I can in everything. Being present is hard. It's a lesson I'm trying to learn. And that's what the song is about. And again, I got a sense of who I wanted to collaborate with pretty early on after writing that song. I've always wanted to work with Bill Frisell. He's my hero on the guitar. He's right up there, one of the elders of our church, And he said yes. I was introduced to him by Joe Henry, a mutual friend, and I emailed him. I said, look, Bill, you haven't heard of me. I hope you don't mind me asking. You probably get this all the time. Would you mind playing on my record? He said, yeah, send me a demo. I sent it to him, and he came back with all these lovely things to say about the song. He said he'd love to do it. It turned out Bill, like all of us, was sitting at home kind of wondering what had happened, and okay, so what do I do now? And I'd offered him a gig and he was up for it. So you're reminded that your heroes are just jobbing musicians like everyone else. And we got 2 days into the session. I'd recorded the bones of all the songs in those 2 days, just guitar and vocal. The rest of the time was going to be given over to collaborators and other musicians and overdubs and vocals. I sent it to Bill, and I sent it to him at about 11 in the evening, and I woke up 6 a.m. the next day for breakfast and an early start, and he in my inbox, he'd sent 8 different takes of this song. So then we sat and listened to 8 different versions of Bill Frisell interpreting this song, which blew my mind. We ended up using 2 takes, we stuck them together, and then we took a chunk of another take and put it on the top of the song as an intro, and then Ben Nichols, my bass player, and I, we played along to it, so that we had this this Bill Frisell intro to the song, and it just, completely changed the picture. It put the song in a very different space. So again, it felt, like a genuinely collaborative experience. Like Bill was in the room and we were bouncing off him, which is kind of all I wanted out of the collaborative experience. I wanted it to feel like they were steering the album session in different directions, and it was lovely being able to have that with someone like Bill, who's playing I Love so much. He's been such an influence on me as a guitarist. Yeah, so I just stuck to the acoustic guitar, let him take care of the electric, and we put bass, and Courtney Hartman sings on it again. She's the female voice on there. And the song just took shape in 3 or 4 days.
By having such a positive experience with Bill, has it made you already start making a bit of a mental list of other people you might want to reach out to?
No, I'm still kind of stuck on Bill Frisell and Courtney Hartman, and all the other people on this record. I haven't thought about what's next. It was such an overwhelming experience. I don't think I've got over it yet, really.
This song is about being present, after all.
Indeed, yeah. Job done.